Hello everyone, I'm Zainab, and I have an amazing lineup today. My amazing high school friends. We have
Yavundaj.
she's probably the only one with that name in the whole world, except for your grandma, right?
A great grandmother.
Great grandmother.
Yes.
But she is like a future Shakespeare because she's amazing with reading and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna go very far in life. And then we have
Leah Gibson.
the emery-bound Leah Gibson, and she's probably gonna be a future TikTok star. You gotta have to go and follow her on TikTok. What's your TikTok handle?
Leah G3807.
Exactly. And we have
Lisbeth Colazo.
she is an actress, and we did not know that, and she appeared in KFC commercial. Can you imagine that?
No.
Like, all that hidden underneath this pretty face. And then we have
Sabrina Ibrahim.
and she's all-knowing, like she knows all the references to all TikTok chronically online. And she got restricted by TikTok for 30 years. Can you imagine that?
Can't be.
Like, that's till peak Gen Z.
No, till 2030.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
I thought that was 30. But yes. So we're going to talk about Gen Z, social media, and how it has impacted us and our teen years growing up and in high school. So, let's start with, like, what's the most popular social media app for you guys? Like, what do you use? What are you always on?
What we use the most?
Yes.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, like TikTok and Pinterest for sure.
Yeah,
Pinterest.
TikTok and Pinterest.
TikTok. I am not personally on TikTok, but
That's good.
that substitutes with sort of, like Instagram Reels and stuff. That does not help. And let's talk about screen times.
Do I have to know
Look.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look it
I
up.
don't have mine.
Well, I
actually.
powered off my phone for this podcast because I am all in.
I think
Really.
mine
That's
has to be like 4 hours.
4 hours. That's not
No
bad.
way.
hours.
No,
Okay, that's
you guys are all lying.
You? You 5 hours a day.
I watch YouTube
That's
on my
it?
TV all
Ah.
day. Yeah, I use YouTube.
Oh, that makes sense.
And Pinterest on my computer.
Six,
so it's-
7 hours.
Wow.
6, 7, 6.
Yeah, I'm probably the most.
No, you go
10
first.
hours
10 hours?
these days. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
now
nothing
that we're
to
on
do.
summer break.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're in
TBH,
summer
I'm
break.
honestly not. I have been on my phone a lot actually, so this is probably not even gonna be accurate. See? Yeah, 2 hours a day.
Oh, that's wow. That's really good. Can you
Yeah.
talk about what made you have it like 2 hours? Like
Well, cause
give us an advice or something.
It's kind of probably just because like I'm not on my phone a lot. Like I'm not really texting and all that stuff, and I'm usually just like reading or like
That's
writing or something. So I'm not on my phone, but I'm like on like computer technology stuff.
Yeah.
If I need to.
What are you currently reading?
Oh my gosh! Thank you for asking. I'm actually reading Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, and it's this Shakespearean retelling. It's a play actually. It's not even like a book,
Wow.
but I'm reading the 50th anniversary edition, and it's really funny so far. Thank you very
That's
much
really
for
cool.
asking. Yeah, thank you. Wow,
So,
I love that question.
do you guys remember what was your first social media account?
Yes.
Musically.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get started.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. Musically, at the handle at Yaya_4422, and for my name, I was so. I hated social media so much. Like, no, I didn't hate it. Like, I was so scared of it. So I did for my actual name. I put Alexis Walt, and Walt for Walt Disney, because I was like, oh no, they're gonna find me. so yeah, that was me. You.
Okay, mine was the complete opposite. I had Musically in 2016 when I was 8 years old. My username was Gibson23. My
Oh, wow.
name was Leah.
That's good.
I think my first was probably Musically and Snapchat when I was like 12. And my friends forced me to open it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
and that was
So
it,
would you
really.
snap?
Just the people who asked me to open it.
What about you?
I think Snapchat actually.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
probably
you
me.
were abusing those filters.
Really?
I was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dog filter especially.
Yeah.
Like, that was like an era. I would probably just use my mom's Snapchat for filters. And probably I had like WhatsApp. But that was for communication. That was a necessity. But not like social media. I don't really remember. I would say, yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, yeah.
I just remember
probably.
using YouTube a lot.
Me
Yeah,
too.
YouTube for sure.
I
I had
had
YouTube
YouTube
Kids.
Kids.
Really?
I
Oh,
never
no.
had that. I should have had that probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I had like YouTube Kids for like so long.
Me too.
I don't know. That's actually a good thing if you
Yeah.
think of it. Yeah, we were probably not exposed to a lot
But
of
I would
things.
just go on YouTube.com whenever I'm at.
Oh, okay, that's not helping.
point.
Because my whole phone was like childhood.
Me too.
Like, child
Mine was
restricted.
locked
Yeah.
until I turned 13.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So I
Mine
was just like,
wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah, mine was not.
Okay, let's talk about like what role social media played in our life, like in friendships, high school, stuff like that.
Like starting from middle school or what?
Yeah, we can talk about middle school. Like,
Looking
what
cool.
if you didn't have social media growing up?
Oh, I would definitely be really weird and out of the place. I don't think I would know what was going on in the world because I use social media to find out news. And I've been doing that like since I was like really
I don't
young.
think any one of us watch news, right?
I do.
No,
You do?
I
Yeah.
watched
Oh, okay.
I watched it the other day because I had nothing else to do.
I just
Yeah.
watch it on YouTube, like if like I
Yeah.
don't watch it
Something
like
serious.
live. I just want
Yeah.
like look it up, like oh that's what's going on right now. I don't know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I just
We watch it on the TV.
I also think I
every
would just have no
Yeah.
humor.
No
Like I think
humor.
all
Oh
my
my gosh,
humor
yeah.
comes
Yeah.
from social media.
Yeah.
It
My-
definitely gave a personality.
My
Yes.
whole humor is literally just 6'7" and like those like stupid jokes
Like
and
brain
everything. If I didn't have social media, I'd probably have like just like all book jokes, and that's like all like so quirky and stupid.
Yeah.
I would not want to do that at all.
You'd probably be a
actually.
nerd. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess.
No, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Nah,
though.
it's not.
No, it's not.
So
What
maybe
about
I
you?
shouldn't have social media.
I think I'd be more normal if I didn't have
Normal.
social media.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that's a thing too. There's like
Yes.
cons and pros to social media.
Yeah, that's true.
I can always tell when someone wasn't allowed to have social media when they were younger
Really, how?
because they just act different. Like
That's
I
true,
don't
that's
know.
true.
They just I
Does
don't
it give
know.
like Amish vibes?
It's just like it's not a
they
bad
don't use
thing.
social media.
It's just I can always tell like when someone isn't on social media.
Mm.
I don't know how to explain it.
Could you tell what? Could you?
Yeah, could
was
you
I
like
social-
elaborate
what about
on
me? What
that?
about me?
No, I knew you were on social media.
Yeah, but like, was I like? Did I have like easy access to it or what?
Oh no, you weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob, but I already knew that.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Like I feel like that was also
Yeah.
Part of it.
yeah.
The only reason why I was so scared for my name and everything because my parents, my father's like, everybody's gonna steal your
My
social
parents-
identity,
yeah.
yada yada yada. I
Yeah.
think that's probably why I'm not on, like, don't
my
call
parents
that
would
now,
watch my
so.
TikToks and stuff.
They do.
Yeah.
They make her delete things too. Like if the sound is.
I mean,
like,
that's
Yeah.
a good thing. There's a lot of people who don't have their parents on social media. How do you feel about that? Like,
My
I
parents
think
don't have
that's-
any of my social media because they don't
They
have
don't.
Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah,
my
that's a
mom
different
is the
thing,
only
but-
one who uses Facebook. Like that's
Right.
it.
Wow.
So she doesn't like. Sometimes I show her what I post or like what my cousins
Mhm.
like DM me or my friends and like, but they never see what I'm posting if I don't share it with them. So it's like, yeah.
what do you feel about people who just block their parents on social media? Or like,
Oh,
That's
that's kind
a
of
problem.
for sure.
Simple as that.
Like, do their parents know?
Yeah.
Obviously,
if
they
they're-
don't. Like,
Like, will your parents know? Like, if you block them?
No.
I don't think any parent would know that.
You don't know if someone
yeah. You
blocks
can.
you.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've
That's
never
crazy.
blocked
Blocking
my
your parents is crazy. But my
Yeah.
mother, she actually has a lot of followers, and
Really?
I didn't even. Yes, I did not even know this. Apparently, she posts my dogs and like
Yeah.
just posted random stuff like that, or like her life and stuff like that. And I didn't know that, and she does it all in Amharic, and yeah, and she doesn't follow me.
Wait,
So
what?
she doesn't follow you?
No, and she doesn't want to. She doesn't care, bro. No, I'm gonna start curving to other.
I didn't think about that.
She doesn't, no, but she's a good mother. Wait, she's a really good mother. She just doesn't follow me. That's really it. But yeah,
What do you think about like when people find your parents on social media?
they won't unless
My,
they're
Because
I don't know
I
anything about that.
You
My
don't
mom
know?
doesn't post her face.
Okay, that's
Oh.
okay.
My mom has a private account.
Mm.
They won't find my mother unless they're like a hobby shop woman in their 30s, like just like wanting to like dogs or whatever. So like maybe your
Yeah.
mother or something. Like
My mom's TikTok is all Habesha people.
So my mother.
My mom doesn't have TikTok.
I mean, my mom only has private accounts, so it's only people that like we all know, like teachers and stuff like that, like from elementary
Teachers.
From
Oh,
elementary
okay.
school. From elementary school, not now. That'd be weird.
Okay.
And what about like y'all's feeds? What do you think about that? Like the algorithms that
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Pretty
same.
accurate.
That's, which is kind of scary.
No, my
Yeah.
feed is really boring.
really boring.
Is it really?
Especially on Instagram.
What do you mean by boring?
Because I don't watch Instagram. I just look at people's posts.
Mhm.
TikTok is even worse.
There's a
TikTok-
reason you are
no,
restricted.
no, it's not like that. Like my feed generally
Yeah.
is boring. Like it's like cat videos and like boring
That's
stuff.
cute though.
You like cats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like I don't
why?
want to sit for like at nighttime when I want to be entertained. I don't want to sit and watch cats.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you-
makes sense.
Yeah, well, mine's just Love Island right now, so I'm entertained.
No, mine is all. What is mine? Mine is
Matcha?
all. Yeah,
Matcha.
it's matcha books, role model,
Oh, yeah.
just music, just a lot of music.
Mhm.
Those morning routine videos, like I just compare. Like now, if I'm thinking about it, like Those are so stupid. Like, first of all, our school at the butt crack of dawn had no time to do all those little exercises to go get, like, you know, all those little things in the morning. Like, no.
Not even breakfast.
Not even breakfast. Anyways, keep going.
And yeah, it just is so unrealistic. Like, nobody does
Yeah.
that. Like, what's the first thing you guys do when you wake up?
Snooze.
Also, like, I'm always on my phone when I first wake up. Like,
yeah, I'm not
looking
looking
at
at
notifications and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Full be on.
Exactly. With my mask on.
Hair done, everything.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it'll just be like if kids go into like high school or whatever with like thinking that that's how it's gonna be. It's
Unrealistic.
It's
Oh,
and
yeah.
especially if they
Full
still
180.
like figure out that that's not how it is, but they still
Yeah.
want it to be that
Yeah.
way. It can just make them be unhappy with the
How things are.
situation.
Yeah,
that they're in.
with life and everything.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sure.
But then influencers like
Did you also
normalize
forget
a lot of stuff that's not normal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the Bop
that's true.
House.
Oh, yeah. We don't even want to
What?
talk
Yeah.
about
What do
it.
they do? I don't know about
They
that.
have OnlyFans.
Yeah, all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Is that like a requirement?
Oh, to
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
Is it really?
Yes.
They
to
all
make
are
it
in it.
like something that's not.
And they're letting minors too in it.
Piper Rock.
No,
Yeah.
she's just in it. She doesn't have OnlyFans. She can't have OnlyFans, so she's
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
can't-
minor.
shouldn't
But like,
be
imagine
in it.
hanging out at that kind
Exactly.
of
Yeah,
house
that's
as a
weird.
kid.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
crazy. It definitely has a lot of
And then
stuff.
like we just think that's normal because that's on our feet.
Yeah.
I don't think it's normal.
Yeah.
But like it's
I mean, growing up
normalized.
for like
no, but younger
Yeah.
kids will think it's normal.
Like the
That's
concept
weird
is
growing
crazy.
up.
Yeah.
But when someone's
Yeah.
in Bop House, you're not like.
Yeah.
we're not like disgusted. We're just
Yeah.
like just
I found out
doing it.
recently that they make
A lot
lot
of
like
money,
5
yes.
million a month.
Sophie Ray
A
said she's
month?
making like 40 million a month.
A lot.
I mean 40 million a
Yeah,
year.
I heard about
A
it.
year?
She said that's
year?
how much she's making a year.
And-
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, that's
And I think it
my
has like
gosh.
a really
You can't blame
negative
them. You have to
impact.
blame the men. You have to blame people buying this.
On young girls too,
Yeah,
like
but-
they think that they have to do this kind of stuff to earn money. There's no other way.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
But maybe it's also just like an easier way.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make it like a yay, but I'm just saying like 40 million is crazy.
Yeah, it
I'm
is
sorry.
crazy. So do you guys ever compare yourself with other people online?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Just yes.
do you want to talk about it?
No.
No.
I
understand
don't want to talk about it, but just yes.
that. Yeah. And then do you have like younger siblings or younger cousins or anybody that you see have like a negative impact from social media? You want to talk about it?
I think the main thing is them not wanting to go to school. Like
Oh, yeah.
to go to college and to just do things that are
Mhm.
like help other people instead of just like making a career off your phone that doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are like a lot of things online where it's like you don't have to go to college. Start this. Start
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
Like
god.
buying,
courses.
it's just like selling the courses and buying the
Yeah.
courses and then not doing anything after.
Pyramid schemes.
Yes. Just buy and sell courses and just that's it.
And also they're growing up way faster than
They
I
are.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my little cousin's like 12. She has a full skincare routine,
What?
full hair care routine.
I literally used
She
like,
has like 6
and wearing
Lululemon
so
jackets.
loud.
Yeah.
Wow.
The makeup thing is crazy to me because I didn't
Yes.
like really start wearing makeup like almost every time I went out until like the end of junior year.
Yeah.
wow.
So I was like 17.
Yeah, which is not bad. Like have
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
since
but
the
then
word
now
should be
girls are
normal.
wearing it at like 12 and 13, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
crazy.
It's like-
Yeah.
They should be thinking about it.
Because they're not
once.
gonna have like a right perception of what their face actually looks like.
That's
Because
so
they're
true.
always wearing makeup. They're still growing up.
Yeah.
It's, like I don't think it's gonna like help them actually
For sure.
like themselves.
We were talking about like Sephora kids and stuff. Let's talk about like trends because
Trends.
yeah, because like
Well, they do buy
people just
chocolate.
hop on it.
I popped on every single trend.
Yeah.
That's all. Like
Is it a good thing, a bad thing?
I think they're fun. I think
They're
if,
fun,
if we didn't
yeah.
have trends, it would just be our lives would be in loops.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like a unity thing too, because everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's a fun thing for sure. But there are a lot of people who take it like to the extreme.
Mhm.
What
Do you buy a
think about
chocolate
that?
car?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's just a green and brown
That's a
car.
thing.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought it was like actually made out of.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I want to like talk more about the school stuff. Like you said, like a lot of people just like young kids, they don't want to go to school anymore because of the influencer culture and stuff. Do you think schools should have like a course or class about social media or how to like
No.
no or just like digital
I would
world
be
and-
so mad
I think
if
we
I got
need a
put
class
into
on how to do our
class.
taxes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I'd be
Yeah,
so
yeah.
mad if I got put into
Wait,
a
isn't
class
that
on
new?
social media. No.
But like econ, we learn about like actual government.
we learned
stuff.
about the
Yeah.
different types
Do you know
of
how to
taxes.
file for taxes?
Me?
My
No.
my mom did it.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't even
That's
ask like
disgusting.
yeah I don't know.
So no. There shouldn't be like.
No.
We're
doing enough. School is doing enough. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There should be a class called current events where literally we just like, because there's always something happening in the world. Like we always just need like a day-to-day, like, oh, guess what's happening right now.
Yeah, I don't see the point in having a social media class. Like,
Yeah, there's
what
no
could they
point.
teach me?
Yeah,
That's
I wish
true.
someone would teach. I wish.
I feel like
I wish a teacher who didn't even spend over half their life on social media tried to tell me.
It would have
That's
to be us
true.
teaching.
It have to
Who should be teaching about like
So nobody.
the pros and cons of social media?
Gen Z because we
Well,
grew
I
up
feel
with
like
it.
The influencer should be teaching the
2010.
kids.
Yeah, like the hype house.
Yeah, I feel like it's too early to even have something like that.
Yeah, but a lot of parents just give their kids phones. Especially
Not
like
me.
Gen Z parents. I think when they grow
Yes.
up, they won't care about their kids.
I'm
having
not
social
gonna have
media.
iPad kids.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Gen Z's. I think it's gonna be on like opposite ends of the spectrum. One, definitely giving their kids.
Yeah.
phones,
I'm giving
yada,
my kid a
yada, yada.
phone.
I mean, like letting them like with
What
unrestricted
age?
access to all that stuff.
I don't know. Like my kid is gonna have a phone because I know what it's like to be left out and not have like contact with the
Yeah,
outside.
but I didn't have a phone until like the week before my freshman year of high school,
Mhm.
and I was fine. Like I had access
You
to
were fine.
YouTube and other social media, but I didn't have a phone to like take with me to school.
Well, yeah, I had an
It was
iPad.
fine.
I hadn't had an iPod. I got a phone in 6th grade because I started sports and I needed to get picked up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for a reason. What about like just giving phones for no reasons?
No.
Yeah, for when parents give it to
Yeah.
them just to entertain them, I think that's
Oh,
terrible.
Well, also, you
yeah.
want to be able to have contact with your friends. Like, I don't want to, like,
I
have,
had
like...
contact with
yeah.
my friends, but I think when parents give their kids like,
Or how'd you
iPads
have
just
contact
to-
with your friends without a phone?
With
when
like
I would
email?
get home, like I would have a tablet.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
a tablet.
Yeah.
A tablet.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm talking about social media apps. Like, should
Yes,
a
I have
13-year-old have
Instagram.
Instagram?
No.
I think it's
No.
fine.
7-year-old.
It's
No,
no.
7. I think teens
That's
fine.
too young.
I think it's okay with restrictions, but not like just completely letting them use
Or
it
like
with
letting
no-
them post.
But like, how do you
themselves.
restrict stuff like Snapchat?
That's the
like
thing.
there's
yeah.
like apps.
Oh,
That's
I
what
wasn't,
I'm
I wasn't allowed
saying.
to have Snapchat until freshman
Even
year.
Instagram though.
My brother
Oh,
had
I wouldn't
like
give them Instagram.
this like thing on his phone, like
Yeah.
like this thing called Bark app or whatever. Like you can go on, like it would just like monitor if like you need it. Like you can monitor an app if you needed to or something.
I don't want to monitor my kids because I was never monitored when I was younger, and I think that is why I have such a good relationship with my parents.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
Maybe
the
like if you
thing
raise your
Because
kids
they
like,
trust me.
like the values or whatever like beforehand, like you gotta make sure like they concrete, like it's in their brain. But also at the same
Yeah.
time, like kids are kids, so I don't really know.
I feel like
I
you
don't
could just
know.
make sure that you have your kids are comfortable telling you anything, so that if there is something that is like kind of weird on their phone, they would be comfortable telling you about it.
Mm-hmm.
But have
Yeah.
you seen those like videos where like they like this teen's talking to this grown old man
Yeah,
and
that's
then
crazy.
Yeah, but it's always
Yeah.
a setup.
it's
Not
a
always,
setup.
but
But I
it's
mean
usually
like
set
it
up.
happens in real life too.
And there's
a
just
lot of
crazy
young
stuff
people,
online.
yeah.
But you
how-
also can't blame the kid.
For sure. But like how do you guide them? Like
How do
I guess
I'm
you
not
just have to
there.
tell them like
My
give me
parents looked at my messages all the way
Yeah.
until like freshman year. They would check my messages all the time. So.
Yeah.
But like, there's
That's
stuff
a
you can
way.
delete. Kids will be sneaky.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want to put like restrictions on them because they're just gonna be sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what if they find bad stuff?
Yeah. What if
Like
someone's
you can
like,
easily
let's meet
Google
up.
Twitter and find.
Well,
the
yeah, I always
craziest
found
things
bad
on
stuff.
there.
I just clicked off of it.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah, but-
trusting your kid is gonna do the same.
Yeah.
Well, my parents trusted me, so like I don't know.
I don't know, because some kids might just be astray.
Yeah,
and
they'll
then-
be curious and they'll
Yeah.
like you know on TikTok where they'll have like crazy videos and they'll be like, oh, we can't post a thing here. Go search this up on this person's account on
Yeah.
Twitter, and then
Oh,
you just
yeah.
go search it up to see what's going on. And
I never
you're-
search it up because I know it's gonna be
I
something.
mean, that's you. There
Yeah,
are a lot
you're
of
a
people
good
who
kid.
are-
Some kids are not like
yeah,
that.
some kids are not like that for sure. Very
What I
weird.
like about it is just being able to stay in contact with friends. Like
Oh yeah.
I love seeing pictures of what they're out like doing. My family's pictures, like I get to comment. Like I think it's just a little like less effort to make in order to stay in contact with somebody
yeah, for
instead of
sure,
like
yeah.
having to call them or text them. So I think that's nice.
Yeah, like when you move schools, you can still be friends with them and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, what about you?
About whether or not social media is good or bad.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a lot of good because you know I don't know.
I think we also might be brainwashed. I mean, I might be a little
Yeah,
brainwashed since
probably.
I've been on it since over 10 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
It's
eight.
like half your life.
Over half my life.
Over
yeah.
half the
Yeah.
No, I think it's good and bad. Like, but at the same time, like, how good are the good stuff that they like outweigh the bad? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
Ooh,
Like pros and
Doom
cons.
scrolling.
Oh,
From-
yes.
Yeah.
Yo.
It makes time go by enough. So I
makes-
can't.
Yeah, but like,
it's
But
not
like,
good.
I'm scared. Like, how much of my life? Okay, apparently, obviously, from my
Yeah.
screen time, not too much. But like at the same time,
Not
like,
like me.
at the same time, like I don't know. Like, I don't want to live my entire life on social media. Like, I just
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
wanna
like we
live it
don't
and all
have
that
any
stuff.
hobbies anymore.
No, I got a hobby.
I
girl.
have hobbies.
I mean, most people, most teens.
Yeah,
They're just
the
at
thing
home scrolling.
The
Yeah.
fact that there like are extreme cases, like
Yeah.
people like who are on their phones like 24/7, 25/8. That's actually really scary. But the thing is, like, at the same time, like, why does that make it bad as a whole? Because there are people like us who are like using it. Who are using it wisely, but there are people like who are doing some crazy things. You know what I mean? At the same time, like, where's like the line and all that stuff? I don't know. Where is it?
Like, what do you think? Where should be the line?
they set it up so that we're doom scrolling.
Who's they?
They.
They.
Top.
I'm
No, but they like
China.
make the algorithm where you just scroll and scroll and scroll
Yeah,
and scroll.
I've heard about
And
that.
they
Yeah,
do it on purpose.
and they listen. I'm so sorry, but your
Because
phones
they do
listen to
listen
you.
to
It also
They listen
makes-
to us.
You know,
I
Apple
don't
does
care.
this because Siri
They
was
did?
listening in on people.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if this is a thing with social media or whatever, but I know for a fact my phone is listening to me because one time, I don't care, this is gonna be in the podcast or not, but I think this is good. I was literally leaving work, right? And my friend's texting me. I'm texting my friend. My phone's glitching out. And then she's like, okay, I'm on the phone with my friend. She called me, and I said, I'll call you at home. And then she said, I'm on the phone with my friend, so yada, yada, yada. So, oh, okay, cool. I didn't hang up. I was texting her. And then all of a sudden, I'm in my car, and my phone's connected to my car. I could hear her phone call through my phone. I'm like,
Wow.
wait, what? And I could hear just people laughing, stuff like that. And I know my friends laugh. So then I hung up. I was like, and I texted her. I was like, did you just add me to the call? Sorry, I'm driving. And then she was like, I did not add you to that call. They are listening. I do not care. And you know what? That's how your phone, like, that's how your For You page works. Also, I know, like, searching up and the cookies and all that stuff. But still, they're listening to you. Anyways,
They're-
I've been like this since I was, like,
Yeah.
started social media. And it's my parents who put it in my brain, but I believe it. So.
Have you heard that, like, Mark Zuckerberg, like, he hides his, like, laptop camera, like, with a tape or something?
Yeah, my dad makes
Does
me
he?
do that too.
And
My dad
he
makes me
is
cover up my
one of the
camera.
That's my parents
person,
do.
like,
Maybe I
which
should
is
do that.
great.
They would know.
concerning.
Oh, sorry. And you know how those people, the people who like create social media or yada yada yada, or the people up there,
Yeah.
they don't let their own
Exactly,
kids
that's what I'm talking
be
about.
using those things. So really, are we the suckers? Not me.
Yeah.
We're like the test trial.
Yeah.
I know.
They're
We
gonna see how
are.
we end up,
We're
and
the
they're
test
gonna-
generation. Sometimes I just be thinking like, oh, like when I'm older, I'm gonna have like some like stupid like, oh, this is probably foreshadowing. Like we're gonna like all have something in our eyes or something that's gonna like be like the effect of social media or like or
Oh,
sort of
yeah,
phones
like
in general, because we're the newest generation with like that's why we're
Yeah.
Gen technology. or
Like, there
whatever.
are
You
new
know what I mean?
diseases too. Like
There are
there's like
they?
a thing where it's like
I knew
you
it. I called
look
it,
like that,
actually.
like
Oh, yeah.
your
Hunchback?
neck, yeah, and stuff like that.
And the headphones.
Imagine like older
Nah,
people like
bro.
us getting
That
old.
headphone thing is crazy.
Yeah, the dents. And I think my brother has one actually.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. And how old
I
is
think
he?
we just need to be
He's
more. We need to be
14,
bored.
turning 15.
We need to be what?
We need to be bored because I think about
Bored?
Yes, we
so
need to be
many. I
bored.
think about so many
Like, yeah.
times where I was like in a group of people
Yeah.
or just out, and I was bored, and I decided to use my phone instead of maybe going to talk to someone.
Mhm.
Like, what if I just made a new friend from that person, but I just
Yeah.
decided to use my phone and I wasn't even paying attention to like what was going on.
Do you guys like use your phones on the toilet in the restroom?
No, that's
No.
disgusting.
There are people
Oh my
who do
God.
that.
Yes. What?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Y'all are so fake because I literally always see people like sending snaps from the toilet.
There are people that use their phones in the shower.
No, I don't.
There are people that do.
Anne
in the
Marie,
shower.
bro, we need to
She does?
How do you wash your body and have your phone
Yes,
in one hand?
how?
I really don't understand how
Like, where are
that's
you putting things, bro?
Yeah.
Like, also, how is your phone not glitching out? Like, you have to be putting your phone in rice every single day.
Yeah,
'cause I
I
know you
know.
get water in your phone. And I feel so strongly about this. It's so horrible.
Yeah.
Listening to music, sure.
Yeah, listen to
On
music
your
is fun.
phone is crazy.
Like,
Play
while
blast
showering.
on while you're showering.
No,
Like,
because then
like,
you can't shower. Like,
Exactly. Why are
You're just
showering?
standing in the water and like texting.
dirty.
It's
wasting
Sorry.
crazy.
And people flex about it, be like,
Yeah, they
I
do.
can't get off my phone. No! And I'm setting
That's
this.
not a flex.
Actually, when this gets uploaded, I'm setting this to Anne Marie. I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna say like go to minute 25.11. All this stuff.
Okay, what do you think about like what do you think about like social media having like this whole what's that exposure therapy stuff like that? Like
Yes.
where they just
It's
go
a type
out.
of therapy.
I think that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wait,
What do you mean?
What?
Social anxiety exposure therapy, where people just literally walk up to other people and talk.
Rejection therapy too.
Oh,
Yeah.
those things?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
But also,
maybe
like,
a
the
good
pranks are bad.
Yeah, I know.
The pranks
I
aren't
think
even
they're
funny. No, but like
What
the
pranks?
extreme ones.
The extreme ones, yeah.
Like on Instagram and stuff like that.
thing. Give me an example.
Like where they put the buckets on their heads and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
People
That's
do that
funny.
to- People do
Yeah, they like.
But didn't you see the lady that literally fell and hit her head when they put the bucket on her head?
Dang.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Like, there's funny pranks that we see, and then there's like the
Yeah.
people who try and go viral and do crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
they do crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was some kids that kicked a guy on a bike,
Wow.
and he
Remember
fell
Joe
over.
Biden fell off.
See, I told you, she knows everything.
I just think about the one where they go around cutting people's wired headphones.
Yes, I was just gonna talk about
Yeah,
that.
that's
what if,
dumb.
What if they want their
Yeah,
wired
what if it's
headphones?
like their grandma gave them? Like, it's the only thing they
Yeah.
have. And they
People
just
don't
kind of-
really have like respect for others.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think just leave them alone. Like,
Yeah,
what's the
I know.
And
And
also, like, they're free to
streamers.
record anybody. Yes, streamers, like they can
Yeah.
literally walk up to you and record it, and you can't be like, I don't want to be on camera. Because then the
Oh,
whole
no,
chat's
there's
making
no
fun of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The voice chat.
the voice
Like in
chat.
the Uber, bro.
The voice chat's crazy.
Like, it's
Voice
funny to
chats.
watch, but it's not funny to experience.
no.
Yeah, definitely.
voice chats.
You don't know.
You
don't have
text
a clue.
is speech to text, where whatever the chat says, they can pay to make it out loud. So someone could be streaming, and like if you're in the background, somebody can be like, "Who's that in the back?" and it'll say it in a speaker, and everybody will like turn to look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's actually so
It's like,
funny.
okay.
Streaming is just crazy.
It is.
Yeah, but it also helps, like Ray and Tota.
Who?
Yeah, she
From
was
Streamer
talking
University.
Ray and Tota, Tota came from the shambles of Brazil, and now he's a big streamer because Kaisana helped him. And
Yeah, and he found Ray in like a random gas station somewhere, and now
Yeah.
Ray's famous.
yeah.
Ray's hilarious.
So it's like it does help a lot. Like,
I mean, there's a limit, definitely.
Yeah, I think it can help people like start up, but I don't think it should be a career at all.
yeah, I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
But like if you do good with it, you see how much money they're making.
Mm-hmm.
I
that's
guess, but
Yeah, but at the same time, no. Put your energy into somewhere else. That's
I think you should at least have a college degree before you become an influencer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you get the college degree, you won't have time to become an influencer. So
Yeah.
maybe that's just good.
Yeah.
No, I think people should try.
Okay.
Because by the time you
You go
finish
first.
college, like that's like
Yeah.
your peak when people want to watch you.
Yeah,
Is
the
when
thing
you're
is-
young and you're like around their
No, well,
age.
you can be in your 20s, like.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
you're
college
like
is
starting
one
now,
thing.
you got to go find a career. And like AMP, like did they go to college? I don't think any of them finished college.
do you think that if
So.
something happened with like they got canceled or social
AMP
media
is never
stopped
gonna
or
get canceled.
streaming like ended for whatever reason, like they wouldn't have anything.
But
Do
they
you
have
think
so
would be
much
okay?
No,
They
but the
could
thing is with
retire.
cancel culture, they go
Yeah,
back.
point.
I think they could
back.
retire.
Yeah.
I guess they could, yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
What do you think of people who just post so often, like 10 stories a day on Instagram or
They
It's
have
for
to
the
though, 'cause
money.
That's how they get
Yeah.
paid.
no, like our friends and
Oh.
regular people in general.
That's
Stop
not on the
posting
private story.
mysterious status updates. We have no idea what you're talking about.
Or like they post like
Instagram
every single
threads.
day.
I mean,
good.
if that makes them happy, why not?
I know, but it's just like
What do
crazy.
you think?
I don't know.
Like I'll glance at it and scroll.
Yeah, I
think
think
it's
to a
just
point where I
too
just
much.
stopped
I
paying
think it's.
attention.
I always just scroll right past it if I see too many dots at the top.
Oh yeah, that too.
I just don't check people's stories. They just feel they're so boring. Unless it's like my friends, I guess. Unless it's like yours, or unless I see a green circle around it.
Yeah.
Nah, if
Yeah.
I'm pretty your post,
Yeah.
no, that's
So
really
what? But how do you guys decide like how often to post or like when? To post?
I try to post once every 2 weeks. I don't know. If I post like when it's like prom. And
Yeah, I would just post on like big events. or,
Yeah.
Yeah,
big
like when
events
it's
and,
prom,
yeah.
when I'm on vacation, then I post. But like on
Yeah.
my story, I don't post. I try not to post a lot because I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel
Because like the fact that you brought it up, like, hey, that's why
But
I
it's
don't.
funny because
No,
it's
it is
different. A
funny.
story post is different than actual post.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
post is like every big event I have.
But like checking your story is actually funny.
Like mine.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your Snapchat.
Well, yeah,
But if you were to physically post that, I'd be like, okay.
But I'm talking
Just
about
scroll.
like in yeah, that's true. But like Instagram, when I have a public account, a private account, I just post whatever I want. My public account, I take that seriously.
Yeah, me too.
Because like people are watching, like you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's
What's
weird.
up,
What is
Ryan?
it? The I forgot what it's called. Like the little voice notes. I don't know what they're
The-
called.
on Instagram.
Oh,
Instagram
yeah, IG
threads.
Yeah,
IG
those
threads.
yeah, those
Yeah.
things. It's like
The
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, like they're becoming.
I hate IG days.
Like I hate like
There's
this
no
person.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or when
sometimes-
they respond to the threads that people
I know.
have.
Yeah.
No, it
It's
just seems so meaningless. Cause a story is fun because you get to like you can see who sees it and like most of the time people respond to
Yeah.
it, but those things it's like who are you talking?
Exactly.
Literally, who are you talking to?
But it's
Yeah.
also like an easy way to just like update about your life to your friends.
IG threads.
Yeah,
but
no,
that's-
it's
I
not.
hate
Nah,
when
bro.
people just say like I'm so mad. What do you want me to
Exactly.
do about that? Like,
Exactly.
But I feel like that's what Leah said about private accounts and stuff. Like if you have private account and you know all your friends want to know about you,
Yeah.
then
I
you're
think that's
regularly
fine.
posting. That's okay because
But
they want
on
to
a
know
main
about you.
public
Yeah.
account, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, like that's where
Yeah.
like okay.
Someone did, I miss you, but never mind.
Who are you talking about?
Like, how are we
Yeah.
all on social media and that one person doesn't find that cringe?
Exactly.
Can't you see?
Oh my god, so
It's
embarrassing.
true. So what do you guys think of cringe like content?
I
What
think that's
defines
so
cringe?
funny.
Rage bait?
I think cringe stuff is hilarious.
I
It's
know.
funny,
I
for
think
sure.
it's so annoying.
Sometimes it actually bothers me.
Yes.
It does, yeah. Like, do you think like more teens are like wanted to be seen? Like,
What? I don't understand.
like it's just like you know,
Like,
I want
everyone
people to
thinks they're
know.
special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like a celebrity something. Like everybody thinks
Oh, like
they are a
attention
celebrity.
craving, like
Yeah, like attention
Yeah.
craving and like all of that.
Like likes and
yeah,
stuff
like
that.
we are defining ourselves
yeah.
with likes.
Some
I was
people
Bro,
do.
when I was younger, I used to
Yeah.
get so excited on TikTok whenever I'd get 8 likes.
I know, but now it's like you
Yeah.
have 25 likes and you're just like, oh, it's just 25.
Yeah.
I think we just
Oh.
value like how many like how popular you are too
Yeah.
much. Like how many people know you, how many people know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It like,
Like how
just
people
because
perceive
just because
you.
somebody knows your name doesn't mean yeah. Like it's just
No, I think. Sorry. With the 8 likes thing, I remember after 5th grade, the day after 5th
Yeah.
grade, like after I graduated, all that stuff. I posted on my Musical.ly. I made it like a Musical.ly or TikTok or whatever it was at that time. I remember I captioned it. I said, "Get this up to 10 likes if you're excited for middle school." There's nothing else to do. And I got to 11. I remember. It was so, and I was so happy. I was like, "Dang, like double digits is crazy." Like,
yeah.
and yeah, and remember, like, never mind. Keep going.
But yeah, 11 likes is like a big thing back then, but now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, just 11 likes.
Yeah, I'd be mad. Like, 11 likes is like a first story.
I know. Like, we've normalized that, but if you think, like, in person, like, 11 people commented you or complimented you, you're
Yeah.
like, wow, 11 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we were talking about, like, social media, and, like, I was thinking, like, what do you think of, like, not being in the moment? Like, there are groups, like, we saw when we were in high school, like, the lunch groups that would just be on their phones all the time and not talking.
yeah.
And,
Sorry,
like,
people used to bring Nintendo Switches
Yeah, and
in their
full
gaming
screens.
setups.
I
Ugh.
I feel like
why
that's
they
kind of
said
in the
one
moment
true.
though.
Yeah,
they
I mean,
planned that
it
and set
really
that up.
is just school. Like, it really is just school
Yeah.
lunch.
but a lot of people, even in, like, restaurants, when they go out to hang out, they're
Yeah, that's
always on their
crazy.
phones and not talking. What's the point of hanging out?
Yeah, and you know how people like, okay, so I just, Chili's, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Chili's, Olive Garden, like that place that we went to for homecoming, bro. They all have these screens with games and everything, and they don't even. Oh my gosh, the waiters don't even be coming up to you anymore. Like we can't even have a human interaction. Like we just
Yeah.
be paying
They don't?
we just be paying like multitudes of money
Yeah.
through a screen, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't even be using Apple Pay. I'd be trying to like, yeah, I don't even use Apple Pay. Like I'd be trying to like swerve the screen. You know what I mean? And what? We
Yeah,
can't
there's
even do that
definitely
anymore.
like less human interaction.
I think people are just addicted to it by now.
Yeah.
And it's not even that entertaining.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not that
okay, well,
entertaining.
your feed isn't fun.
That was crazy.
Like if we were all sitting here right now together and I just like whipped out my phone, it would
Yeah,
be more
like-
fun to talk to you guys than be
I
on my
know,
phone.
like
Exactly,
the whole
yeah.
podcast, so like
Unless we
fun.
were all watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless like a movie or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
But like we
Yeah.
were all on TikTok and just sitting here.
I know. What's the point of
No.
like meeting up?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Well, I like
people.
people's presents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but like that's like the thing that you do, and like the person's like so moody, and then they're just on their phone and everything, and I'm like, okay, lighten up, please, and all those things.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, with less human interaction, you have like AI on the rise. And then what about like careers at risk? Like
Yes,
there's so
my
many
career
places-
is not at risk.
My career is at risk. Freaking
Everyone's career is out.
Yeah, everyone's
yeah.
TikTok
Yeah.
influencer.
and
I'm kidding.
have you seen
I
the
don't know.
AI generated like TikTokers and
Yes.
stuff?
I've
No,
seen it.
I
There's,
haven't.
there's a guy that
Oh,
got
yes,
canceled
I saw
because he
that.
made YouTube videos using AI.
Wait,
Like,
what?
instead of him playing Minecraft, it was an AI version of him playing Minecraft.
Wow.
I think
What?
You're
You're not duping the system though. Like I can't be mad at that.
I think
You
everyone's
really.
People
Premiere
really
to a
watch
certain
AI
point.
play
But
Minecraft.
if you're that
You
smart
do.
to create something like that,
Yeah.
And the program was
Like,
so good, it
and-
sounded natural.
yeah, like you deserve the money that
But
you
would
got.
kids even see? Because it was like a cartoon version of him playing Minecraft, and he would just make the program instead. But he got canceled for that.
Why?
Wow.
Because people were like, you can't even make content anymore.
Make
I
another
wish I would've got
AI.
canceled
Like, they
for that.
wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Like you could just pick another one of those thingies or whatever.
AI apology.
What about like music and like arts and stuff?
Yeah, because there are already
Like AI generated
songs
music.
that people
Yeah,
don't
but it's
There
so
are?
good too.
Yes,
People
there's this
actually
one
enjoy
song.
it.
I bet you know it. It's on TikTok.
Shut up. Is it
I
popular?
know what you're talking about.
An AI
Yeah.
popular song. on
Yes.
TikTok?
And no one
how it
knows it's
goes.
AI, so
What
everyone's
is
using it. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, is it? Nah. Is it Sue Me?
No.
Should be.
Which is like the scary part that no one knows it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it right now.
And people are making commercials using AI. They're
Yeah.
writing scripts with AI.
I watched
Everything
AI
AI
cartoon. Where
Really?
the whole movie was a cartoon. It was made
Oh
by
yeah,
AI.
I saw that
No.
one too.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
scary though, because literally, I want to be a writer, bro. Like,
I know.
like
our
people can
careers.
literally like
This.
shut
That's
up.
AI.
Shut up! That sounds like it too, and
What's
it's
it called?
creepy. That sounds creepy as hell now that I know it's
Wow.
AI.
Doesn't
Yeah,
look
no,
AI at all.
I didn't know it was AI.
Yeah.
That's so real.
Oh, I never got that far. I only heard ooh,
The
done.
sound is gone now.
It is?
Yeah, it says it's not available in our country.
Do you guys remember that kid from our school who did the like
What's
like peer assessment thing?
Yeah.
And he's
Our
just
old
like
school?
I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
and he
I
got
heard that.
expelled.
Wait,
He
what?
shouldn't have got expelled.
Wait, what
for it.
happened?
He found a way to like see the answers on peer assessment.
Oh.
If he could do that.
Give him the answer
Just
that
give
he
him
should
a
even.
diploma.
Yeah,
Exactly.
bro. If
If
you're
you could do
that
that,
smart that
yeah.
you're cracking codes.
You made a whole program to cheat, and he probably gave it to other people.
Yeah, he
Like,
did.
there's
He was
probably
selling
more
it.
to it than
Now
that.
that's the thing that can get you expelled, but the thing like you created that code, I really don't think you should get expelled for that. Yeah, just like what you said, take him to a STEM school or something.
I don't think it should have.
Get him out of that school. Get him to
Yeah.
a smarter school or like a school
They're
that
just
really
mad 'cause
specializes in that.
Yeah.
I believe that. I'm on your side. You watching? Maybe.
Imagine he knows who he is.
I don't know who he is.
And I think there's like a university where like it leaked that they use ChatGPT because like you know how ChatGPT says, oh here's the prompt for the thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like that's crazy that the admissions office and people like them are using it.
Yeah, the thing,
Yeah.
like, even, like, our teacher, she said that she was teaching our class with ChatGPT, but that didn't make any sense to me because I was
No,
doing
that
her
makes
class with
perfect
ChatGPT.
sense.
So who's doing the class? If she's teaching me ChatGPT and I'm using ChatGPT to answer, no one's doing anything.
So
Yeah, 'cause I've heard in like the media center, I've heard the people who like the teachers who work there just saying, yeah, I asked GPT what to do about this and how to do that. I was like,
Yeah, so
I know,
everyone
like
just...
teachers are not doing their
nobody
jobs
know how to do
anymore.
anything.
Exactly.
Really learning, like living life, bro. Like
we're not.
no. This is literally gonna be an artifact. I'm so serious. This video itself is gonna be an
But that's
artifact.
the same way they felt like when they were putting computers in schools.
Oh,
They were like, the kids aren't going to do anything, but now could we do anything without computers? At school?
No.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
no,
because we
it's-
decided to.
Also, they put
Yeah.
yeah, they did that
So
to
they're
us.
going to put AI in school eventually.
But I feel
Yeah.
like for computer, you're still using your brain. For like ChatGPT, it's doing
I
that
have
thought
not used
process
my brain
for
in a
you.
while.
No,
that's
because you
what it
can
is.
like search up answer keys and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you really could.
Yeah, Quizlet.
But
Yeah, but
you
we
can't
even-
find all of them all the time
Yeah.
on computer. But for
Yeah.
ChatGPT, you're like, hey, tell me the answer.
Yeah, and
But I
Because
literally
gives
had
you-
teachers tell me, oh yeah, like ask you guys, we're gonna do this thing where you ask ChatGPT for a prompt or a story
Oh yeah.
and like build off of it, whatever. I'm like, wow.
So we had this old ELA teacher, Lang teacher, whatever, and she would make us put our prompts into ChatGPT or like an AI website and make that grade it for us. She
Yeah.
never graded any of our papers actually. Thankfully.
Not a single one.
My
Not a
AP
single
Spanish
one.
Not a
teacher
single
used
one.
to tell us to put all of our essays into ChatGPT and tell it to grade us and give us feedback because she was never reading our essays. And she would never check over any kind of practice that she gave us. She would say, oh, ask the person beside you or ask ChatGPT because she
Wow.
never did it. She
Wow.
would just give us practices that she never checked over. I was like, what?
I mean, I feel like for like answer keys questions, like multiple choice and stuff, it's better to use ChatGPT because it's like boring. But for like ELA, like you have to read the whole
Yo,
thing.
seriously, and she didn't read a single one of our prompts. And let me tell you, Lang, wowzers. I mean, I love writing and everything. I just could
Yeah.
not. I'm like not somebody you can rush my writing, so I would be like I would do like a paragraph and a half or something sometimes, and then she'd be like, "Good job, good work, girl, good work." Did you read the work?
No.
No.
So it's like a natural human tendency to like cringe on our past self.
Right.
Like if you see our middle school post, you just archived it or deleted it because it's like that was not me. But do you think it'll be the same when we're in college and looking back to high school?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I actually look back at the last week and I get upset.
I don't think so.
I know.
You would.
I think not. I don't think.
Well, you
so.
don't really. I feel like you don't post as much as
You
I
don't
do.
cringe
Yeah.
because you should cringe, but you don't cringe.
Because I think
Don't
like
play.
whenever I look back at my middle school things, like what else was I supposed to be doing?
Like
You have to be
yeah.
cringe.
That's
No
true.
one's actually.
I just don't
If
like
you
that.
That's
don't
how you
cringe
build
at yourself,
character,
you
I
haven't
guess.
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I don't cringe. No, I don't cringe at the stuff. I guess I would cringe if I posted it publicly. Because I didn't.
yeah.
Well, no, I had
Every time I
account.
see my year go today, I cringe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, if
My
I posted
flashback
it
of the month, I
publicly,
cringe.
And
Yeah.
I know that a group of people saw it. I'm
Yeah.
But like I had a Musical.ly account and I would post like random filters and stuff, and like it's cute. It's not cringe.
That's
So like I have videos with my friends and stuff, and I think it's cute because you're just a kid.
Yeah,
I like that
yeah.
perspective.
That was so cute.
What were you guys
Yeah.
posting? That's so bad.
Even if it's not that bad.
it's
just
not
like
bad.
So
yourself.
there are kids that posted themselves saying the N-word and stuff like.
Oh, okay, we're not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, just like
It's just like I wouldn't judge my past self like that. Like I was 10 years old. What else was I?
Yeah.
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 I would
never watch my
I
YouTube
definitely
videos.
judged for
Oh.
sure, but I feel like that's okay because I'm judging myself. Like you know what I mean. But I feel like I'm judging. Yes, self-critic. But like the thing is, like if it's in retrospect from like college to high school, I feel like the later years of high school, I probably won't cringe as much because you're trying to look. Okay, well actually. Whatever the good old days were, I feel like when I get to the good old days and I look back on the good old days, I won't cringe. I'll be happy. So
Yeah.
maybe
I think
that's
my pictures in high school.
This
are
high
so
school was
cute.
not the good old days.
yeah. So,
So-
so you know what? Let me switch.
You don't like high school?
Oh, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
You
Bro,
liked
what?
high school?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was a fun memory.
It was good. It was.
Especially senior year. I love senior year.
Senior year was good.
I love junior year. I love junior year.
Guys, what's up with you?
You
two?
love junior year?
I'll
Okay.
never
I like
ever go
the
back.
things we did in senior year, like the activities.
Maybe because
we
maybe you guys
senior
had stable friendships.
Oh.
Or maybe nah.
I wouldn't say that I'd go back, but I enjoyed it. I had a
Yeah.
decent time. I learned. I
Like my memory
I'm
of it is
finding
good.
out-
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
experience was
Like, I'm
definitely
okay.
different.
I
just
think
personally-
everything outside of like school, like when I play tennis, whenever I hung out with my friends, whenever I was with my family, that's good. But
Yeah.
just the school in general, I would never do that ever. again.
Nah,
What
just
do you mean the school in general? Like friends or
Like being in
assignments
class.
and
Both.
learning and
every-
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think junior, senior, like the entirety of it. Like I just sophomore year.
Yes, you.
Sophomore year. Actually, probably. Okay, this is probably because of COVID or something. Because I did homeschooling for 2 years prior to going to public high school, and our public high school had like 3,000 students. Literally horrible mental image of myself. Horrible this, horrible that, and it just carried on throughout the entirety of high school, and it just got worse as the years went on. Senior year was the best year out of everything, though. Senior year was the best year out of everything, that's for sure. But let me tell you, not me. And things I wish I had like, a high school experience like that. I'm not gonna say like, oh, nobody get like, how the heck did you like high school? Like, oh, it sucks. Because I understand how people could like high school and how people could love high school. I'm just saying, I just hope that things get better from here on out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I have a bad habit of like suppressing bad memories.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
I don't
when
think
I
I'm gonna
think back on
remember.
high school, I think about like all the fun stuff we did. I don't think about like all the stuff I hated.
No,
I would
You
go
don't
back
think about how
and-
you want to check out every single day.
No, like when I think about it now, I think about
Are
like the
you
fun
serious?
stuff we did in yearbook and when we would go like different
Yeah.
classrooms
That's good,
and
though.
stuff like
That's
that.
really
I
good.
don't think about how the fact like I could not wake up to go to school any day. Like I
Yeah.
hated it. It was so
Selective
boring to me.
memory.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
why
but
I
when I
like-
think
I
back
think I
at
like
the
the
bad
people,
things, I'm
not
like,
the actual
it was
high
not
school.
that deep. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just
I
had to
think
get
s-
up to class. Like,
I
that was
actually
privilege.
think that it was that deep for me because like the SAT, the
It was pretty
SAT
bone
prep
deep,
I
y'all.
did, all the SAT prep I did, all the SATs that I did, the waking up early, all of that was actually hell.
I mean, it was difficult, but it wasn't like I was.
Well,
depressed.
it was really bad for me because I had tutoring, and I think that's what threw everything off. It was 2 hours of tutoring like every other day or every day. No.
I would never go back, but like when I think about it, I just think about fun stuff.
That's
I think
good.
about like the
That's
football
really
games.
good.
Because I just think about
No, but that's not good
Everything
because
else.
like then my memory's like warped. Because there was a lot of things I hated about high school.
I don't know if you know that there are things like as long as you know it was a picture perfect, but the thing is that the thing is that bless you. The thing is that like the first thing that comes to your mind are the good things. That's good, and I don't think that's something you should like. That's something like I have those things, just not specifically for high school. You know what I mean? Like if I go back to like let's say like competitive gymnastics or something, I'm not thinking of the hours of conditioning or the like the competitiveness between like people. Like I'm thinking about like the fun is like all that stuff. Nah, not high school. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing that comes to mind that was good about it when you first think of it.
Me?
For both of you.
For high school? Nah, not the first
It's
thing.
the friends I made.
Like, it gotta be like at least
It's
a 75th
people.
thing for me. I'm so serious.
No, but yeah, I have to say, if I didn't have good friends, I would have hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I would absolutely hate it if I didn't have good friends.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's just the friends, that's all I can think of is the friends I've made. That's the best thing.
Mine is just everything in its entirety, as it's whole.
So if you could give your younger self an advice about social media, what would it be?
Post less.
Really? You can control it. It doesn't control you. Like,
Oh,
you
wow.
can
That's
literally,
really
you can
good.
go on private, you can decide what to watch, you can search what you want, you can put your restrictions. It's not that serious. It's like, I don't
That's a
know.
good one. What about you?
Okay, something I would say to myself, I don't know. Go to Sabrina.
Yeah.
We already talked
I would
about
delete it.
Really?
We delete it.
Yeah, I would delete it.
Oh,
Stay on YouTube.
But you're still on it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But like, I wouldn't give my kids unrestricted. I wouldn't give them
Yeah.
TikTok. I wouldn't give them Instagram. They would not get Snapchat.
Okay,
Until
but
they're
we've
14.
all
Yeah,
been saying
Snapchat.
we've all been saying that we don't think that we enjoy it and it's not that big of a problem, but we're also saying that we're not going to give it to our kids. So
I said I was going to give it to my kids.
Yeah, you did.
Because I've seen some crazy stuff online, and I would not want my kids to see that.
Yeah, also,
Yeah.
it's character development.
Yeah,
I've
like
seen some
you're
crazy
going
stuff.
through what? Like, what's the cost?
Ooh,
I don't know, I guess I know.
that's
Now
a
I know what not to
thinker.
look at. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff, and now I don't want to see it ever again.
I guess that's true. But I wouldn't want them to see that in the first place at all.
that's true.
At all.
Yeah, but I don't want my child to just be confused.
I don't want them to be left, like, I don't want kids to, like, how we make the jokes now, and, like, someone's just sitting there, like, huh?
Yes.
yeah,
I don't want that.
She pointed at me.
Well,
Yes,
it's the
it's
truth.
You always, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably change, because by the time we're older, everyone will have social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like we grew up on like watching television and stuff like that. But our kids,
Tell them
AI,
about social media.
like-
What?
they're exposed to more advanced technology than us. And
Yeah.
they
Our
grew
kids
up
are
with
not
it.
gonna, like, be doing anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they probably wouldn't even
real.
think about anything. Like,
They're
no
gonna have,
critical
like,
thinking.
those glasses,
Yeah,
those
the
meta
meta
glasses,
glasses,
and
yeah.
they're just gonna fill out their homework for them.
And I'm going to take it right off of them.
Which is concerning. Like, they wouldn't be able to like think for themselves.
Well, that's the way AI is going right now.
So let's talk about like what's one thing you guys like about being a Gen Z teen, and what's one thing you guys dislike.
I dislike how woke everybody is.
Mm.
I think that we're way too woke. Like, I'm just gonna leave it there. But I like how it's like a community. Like,
yeah.
Gen Z is very close to each other, and I think that's because of social media. So that's also why my kids are gonna have social media.
And, like, we can make our own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, just because your parents believe this, you can believe
Yeah.
That's true. I just like that we all have more access to information. We can make our own opinions because we don't just have our parents' voice or our teacher's voice. Like, we can look up whatever. But it could be bad if we're, like, looking at other things.
One thing I like, yeah, probably, just the thing that you hear, like, Gen Z, like be doing and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us do some pretty stupid stuff. Like,
No, I'm talking about, like, the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, when I hear about, like, the good stuff, like, the protests and stuff like that, like, when I hear about it, or, like, when people are actually standing up, like, at their colleges, or, like, the high school
Yes.
things, like, those are, like, really good. The bad thing is really just, like, how okay, the extremes, I'm talking about in extreme cases, how glued people are to their phones and everything.
Yeah.
And then also, like, how, what did I say? Well, don't even remember. I just hate it. Just say, okay. Oh, yeah. You know, like, okay, I was gonna talk about, like, we didn't talk about, like, the Snapchat romance and everything. I hate those things. I hate, Gen Z, how you just be going to the mall and they be like, what's your Snapchat? like hello, hi, how are you, like all those stupid ass things like are just like so like not even here anymore, and I just feel like we are
chivalry is dead.
chivalry is dead.
It's dead.
But like just like those things like that, so yeah.
Oh, so like with social media and like internet in general, like you talked about like how like we have a different thought than our parents, and which is like also talking about careers. Like in the past, there are families I know who are all doctors just because their parents are doctors, their great parents were doctors, and they just all want to be doctors because that's what runs in the family. So with social media and like just Wi-Fi in general, we know about different careers, and we know about like, oh, this might be a good fit for us, this might not be. And so we're more open to like finding out ourselves and our passions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So have you guys found anything that you like wouldn't have otherwise?
Because
that I wouldn't be
Yeah.
informed about because
Yeah, like maybe like something you do, a hobby, passion, or just information in general.
Regarding like job aspects in the future,
Like, how did you decide you want to be a writer?
Oh, that's me decide I want to be a writer. I've just always loved books and stuff, like since birth, pretty much. Like I'm so serious. And my mother used to just talk about books to me all the time, and my mother used to take me to the library and like Barnes and Nobles and all those things. And specifically when I would like be in those places, I would be the kid throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the library, not wanting to leave. And I don't know, I would just always just find myself sleeping and dreaming about the next book I would read or something like that. Like, I don't know, it just always happened. And, like, I would just be the person who, like, wanted to, like, show the class what I was writing, or, like, I would make my friend draw the pictures and all those things. And then I didn't know, like, when you, like, love a job or, like, you love something, you don't really realize that people are getting paid. Like, in the same sense that you don't know, like, oh, actors are getting paid to do what they do. I just thought they had a lot of money. It's like, for me, it was like, I didn't know that writers got to get paid because I thought the payment was the writing itself. And then when I was like, oh, that's an actual job, I was like, oh, I want to pursue this. Oh, I want to do this. And then, that's just never been like a no-brainer. So
has like social media influenced your decision in any way?
I personally, no.
No.
But social media did show me that there was a community of other people who wanted to do the same things as me. So that's, in that sense, yes. But not in the sense of me wanting to become a writer.
So before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice you would give to the audience about Gen Z social media?
Be safe. Yes, so just be safe.
be safe.
Yeah, just be safe.
Watch out.
Watch your back. Because
right.
as we've mentioned, your phones are listening. Yeah. And other people are listening too. Don't be going to weird sites and all that stuff. Yeah, cool. That's it.
Okay, mine is to be yourself and don't post any fake stuff because college admissions are watching, your family could be watching, your future husband, your future wife could be watching, anybody can be watching. So be authentic and be real.
Ooh. Wow, that's a good one.
Thanks.
My God.
It doesn't control you. You can choose how much time you spend on it, what you decide to see on it, what you decide to share. So it's up to you how it impacts you for the most part.
Yeah.
Use it to your advantage.
What? That's a good thing.
It is a really good thing. It's
Use
really
it as a tool and not like as a joke.
If we're
No,
gonna
it's
be
good,
on there
it's good.
for like 4 hours a day, you might as well
Yeah.
like use it to find out about something you want to know.
to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just scroll aimlessly.
Yeah.
For sure. And my advice would be listen to all of them. So.
bro.
No, do you have anything seriously?
No, actually, like you guys covered everything. So there's nothing to say.
No, but seriously, be safe. Like I was saying, as
No,
a joke,
actually,
like,
yes.
Jenny, like be safe.
Yeah.
And the admissions committee part is so true.
Yeah.
Like, people are not getting
It's
admitted
just
to their
a little
colleges
Yeah.
just because of social media. So just
But
be
also
safe.
just don't be saying.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
say
don't
slurs.
say things,
bro.
yes. Because it's permanent.
Yes.
You're leaving something behind. Even after you die, it's there.
Yeah.
So,
And you're just gonna regret it. It's like
Yeah.
funny for 2 seconds and then it's not funny at all.
Like that one girl from our school.
1, 2, 3.
We'll talk about it after we finish the podcast. So,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Bye.